this video, I have a saying about giving a rat's ass that's kind of funny. That how can you give a rat's ass? The ass of the rat isn't yours to give, so let the rat keep his ass. Or you can pick up a rat in tandem to somebody else's ass first, and yes, you're giving a rat's ass. And if the other person wants to accept the rat ass first, to give a rat's ass, you're sort of offering up the rat's ass, and it's up to the other person if he wants to accept. So I'll have another saying too, that in some certain things, that if a rat's ass should really be offered or even given about a particular subject. So that's what I say about tolerance to a certain thing. You can say sometimes you give a shit. There's some and I also have a thing where I say there's certain aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck. It's not that I don't give a shit or give a fuck. It's there's some aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck that I don't give a shit or a fuck about. And at any given time, when and where should a rat's ass be given, or a fuck be given, or a shit be given, or even offered? You know what I mean? Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. This is a nice new topic to laugh at. This should give me something to laugh at. And if you don't believe me, look up on YouTube, do a YouTube search of toxic positivity. I kid you the fuck not. I actually looked at a lot of videos in the past about narcissism on different ends. So that's why I got that shit in my, you know how you look in YouTube and you get recommended stuff because you looked at, I want to do a video about different aspects of narcissism on different sides. But then I get this, I had no idea that this shit exists. I mean, they invented this shit. Toxic positivity. Toxic, I'm trying not to laugh. Toxic positivity? You gotta be shitting me. Come the fuck on. I mean, look it up if you don't believe me. There's one video, this woman calls herself a PhD. I'm saying, talking kind of choppy because I'm trying not to laugh. I should do this fucking video over because when I'm actually telling you the word toxic positivity. Now, when the fuck did that new thing come up? Alright, these people with PhDs, okay, you want to be a social worker, a psychotherapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I guess everybody's getting into that field, going to college, and there's no fucking jobs to go around. There's not enough of fucking jobs to go around. So what they do, they get a fucking certificate and they reinvent something just to justify why they have a fucking job, to create another bad behavior or psychological illness, wink wink, psychological illness. Create new psychological illnesses just so they can justify that they have a job, okay? Make everything abnormal. Alright, let's create a scenario here. And you gotta wait, when you actually look at this video, do run a check on this, and there's one blonde woman on there. Okay, let's create a scenario, okay? There's certain things that certain people kind of, if they're really down and out, okay? I'm going to try to play ball with them and meet these kind of people halfway here. Okay, you and me encounter somebody that's really down and out and always talking about poor me, whether they're physically sick or they got problems either with depression or different things happen to them. Okay, if any trolls are watching, if there's somebody that, people out there that are trolls, you know, out there in real life, I mean, they would love this because there's a point where you encounter somebody, you're not going to want to be a total asshole and hurt their feelings, okay? I, for one, don't believe there's no such thing as toxic positivity. But there could be a thing where maybe you're trying to help somebody out, all right? And it's like, you don't want to, if you choose to, you don't want to be a dick about it and really kick them when they're down, okay? And I've, a lot of us, our own parents were like this, okay? Maybe they were there for you once in a while, but, you know, they're all down and out and they're throwing their hands in the air with problems, okay?
or you had certain friends or family members, right? You're trying to help them out, and at the same time, you're trying to say something positive. You don't want to say suck it up. You don't want to be a dick about it. If you start talking about, a lot of bad shit in the world, you're trying to pick them up and help them. But I can argue that these people, I always thought, okay, you're trying to be nice and help them as opposed to kicking them down, okay? Kicking them as opposed to kicking them when they're down. Do you ever find out that these people actually suspiciously are trying to bring you down with them? But oh no, now these people on these fucking YouTube videos, right? Some of us, we're trying to, not hurt people's feelings. We're not the preacher, we're not Dr. Phil, just try to help somebody out and not kick them when they're down. And I'm telling you, there's a thing where, okay, a lot of people can be a real dick about it. That's why maybe people, you and me, that got problems, everybody got problems, we're not going to go whining to maybe even our friends or neighbors about it, because if they want to, yes, they can be a dick about it. Even though some of us don't believe in being a dick about it, yes, there are people that will be a dick about it on purpose. Like there's trolls on here that could be watching this video right now. They'd love that, and if you'd be like that on YouTube. But now, these people with PhDs in these YouTube videos are trying to act like, well, if you're too positive even in front of them, oh, that's toxic positivity. You're walking around too confident around somebody maybe that you got to work next to, or if you got family members, you got to go down with them a little bit. It's like, well, there's some YouTube videos and stuff that I see, and even on TV, that if you're walking around with a smirk on your face, even when things are down, or you're walking with your head too, not that you don't have problems while get frustrated. If you're walking around too confident, there are people out there that'll say, maybe, say people like me that endorse things, that are positive, walk around with a smirk on their face and do bare knuckle push-ups on YouTube, walk around with a smirk on their face. But yet, I'm willing to help somebody out, try to help. I'm not perfect, I'm not Dr. Phil, I'm not the preacher, but I'm supposed to feel guilty, right, if I feel too good about myself. Not that once in a while, one of us are throwing our hands in the air and swearing at things. You're human too. But say if I go around, if I myself go around and go, poor me, to you guy, you watching, right? There's going to be a point where maybe you're going to be a dick about it and you want to stay the fuck away from me. In my book, there is a thing where these kind of people are toxic that want to bring you down. Say you're trying to help somebody, right? You can, if you're religious to a certain point, even though I can't stand a lot of religion, but there's a lot of people that will preach things either in religion or certain kind of other topics that, not to be a dick about, there are people that will come right up to you and around you that you got to be around that actually they don't want to be helped. They don't want to see no hope in anything. There's a lot of symptoms for this, okay, that I could make this a long fucking video about, but okay, you trying to help somebody in a certain scenario and not be a dick about it. Because in my case, I could argue that these people's toxic positivity, to try to play a ball and be fair and say, okay, you can have, I don't call it toxic positivity, you get somebody who wants to be a dick and kick them one down, that's what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm trying not to be too repetitive too. I'm laughing my ass off at this, but yeah, in my book, there's people that they're teaching all kind of bullshit. They got these so-called professionals teaching this shit too, equality extremism. There's a lot of telltale symptoms. Okay, just like I said, you don't want to be a dick about it, but you could actually suspect. Say you're trying to help me and say I was being poor me and all that, right? And no matter what you try to say, I keep shooting down what you have to say and don't try anything to be positive. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, say you get, all of a sudden you start in your head, maybe you want to lose your temper, you just want to get the fuck away from me, right? And maybe you say something right off the bat, not to kick me down. You just say, you know what? I'm tired of you. No matter what I say is wrong, And then what? I'm going to get mad and accuse you now of the latest thing, toxic positivity. Now I'm going to get the positivity or the self-esteem, whatever you want to call it, some kind of police after you, because of a very far to the left, people will be so far to the left and the right. You could have somebody so far to the left teaching this bullshit. They're not just so far left, they're so far left, they're like the planet of Pluto out there. They're out there like fucking Pluto. You can get people far right like that. Is this what the fucking world is coming to? Inventing toxic positivity? Well, there are people that are teaching, okay, like in far left feminism, that toxic masculinity. If you lift 5-pound weight too confidently, oh my God, your toxic masculinity, where other people will think of a version of so-called toxic masculinity, just being a real dick, to people But anyway, if you got this far in this video, the readings of a book called The BS Syndrome that I've been reading, okay, on my video talks about this. It talks about all these people with degrees and credentials that could change the rules. If you got this far in this video, check out some of my readings of that. An old book called The BS Syndrome. I mean, I believe in this shit so well that I put on my YouTube videos. I'll buy you a fucking copy of the book, okay? This shit like this needs to be put out there. That's why I read this book called The BS Syndrome, because there's people with these fucking degrees, as soon as they get a certificate, they're creating abnormalities and creating these sicknesses and literally changing the rules because they got a fucking certificate, changing the textbook definitions of stuff, and even adding fucking stuff. It's just a big load of fucking horseshit, tell you what. So, and if you got this far in this video, this actually, shit like this that I seen on YouTube gives me a new excuse to do my fitness videos, bare knuckle push-up. Do it with a smile on my face so that I can walk around with a smirk on my face. And I don't bother nobody. I don't tell you got to do bare knuckle push-ups or do anything, but at the very least, maybe do like these YouTube videos that are very positive yoga women that I subscribe to on YouTube. They're doing splits, they're doing yoga, and they're smiling. At the same time, I'm learning to do the splits. I don't really have a smile on my face because I'm still in that phase where it's like a bungee cord. You can actually maybe see a little bit of pain in my face when I actually do achieve the splits, because a lot to explain about that. But, okay, so there's a lot of people that are doing yoga and doing positive things like that. And I'm sure since a few of you that maybe got far in this video to do some yoga and actually commented on some of my splits videos, I'm sure a few of you, you're not going to kick somebody when they're down, and definitely it's not a crime for you to do some maybe yoga videos, doing different things like that, and be positive with a smile on your face, you know what I mean? That's a lot of damn shit that, you want to be on a stage like Henry Rollins or George Carlin, okay, and make fun of this damn shit. But some of us will never get there, so we make YouTube videos of it. Toxic positivity. Come the fuck on.